watching IntoWineTV, and we're at Incanto restaurant in San Francisco, and we're tasting Italian island wines. And today is the 2005 Barrua. This retails for $50, and it's from Sardinia.
I'm a big fan of this wine. I've worked with this wine in the past, so I'm fairly familiar with it. It's the people behind the production of the wine are some of the probably most brilliant minds as far as Italian wines go. And one of the premier winemakers probably for years, Giacomo Tacchi's. And the wine is just, for me, it's a fantastic wine. It's not the most affordable wine at $50 retail, but to me, it's probably worth every penny. I just love the varietal Carignano with a little bit of, I believe, Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon. And for me, it's just a complete wine. It's got a nice entry to it. You get the kind of the fruit's a little bit muted, which I really appreciate that. Once again, I don't want a real fruit bomb. I don't need anything jammy, but I do get those notes of cassis. It's a little bit brambly on the entry, and then it's got a great mid palate and finishes up with just the right amount of balancing tannin. I just feel it's a complete wine, and I've been a big fan for a few vintages. I think this is probably only the third or fourth vintage of this wine, but I think they really hit this one on all cylinders. I really like it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it ranks up there in the world of Italian wines. I think it's outstanding. It's got really complex nose and palate and amazing elegance. I think $50, okay, it is what it is. But really, if you look at that compared to other great wines of the world, $50 is not a bad price at all for this wine. Sadly, we're in a recession as we film this right now, so $50 wines are tough to sell right now. But I think it represents the quality of a $50 wine.
I mean, that's a great point. I mean, you match it up to $50 retail Cabernet from Napa, and it's going to be no contest. I mean, you put in a blind tasting with 5 wines like that, and this wine's going to come out on top every time.
Yeah, and I think one of the best wineries today in America is actually Barbersville in Virginia, and who's making very elegant wines like this. Of course, Virginia's not very well known for wine, but I think today that winery is really doing what Napa was doing 20 years ago, but isn't doing it anymore.
Look forward to tasting this.
I agree with both of you guys, and I think that the wine is really. The price tag is, I think, is fair compared to, given the, Sassicaia, the producers of Sassicaia that have a hand in this. So there's really top-notch winemaking, barrels, everything else involved. And what I really like about the wine, I won't wax too much about it, but I like the fact that it's ripe, it's elegant, it's not too sappy and rich and over the top. I think that there's a really nice balance between ripeness and elegance to the wine, with a sense of place.
I would definitely say this is by far the highest quality Sardinia wine I've ever tasted. But I haven't had that many Sardinian wines, I must say.
Well, if you are looking for a great red for maybe a celebration, it is a little higher price point, but sounds like it's well worth it for $50 a bottle, the 2005 Barrua. And thanks for joining us on IntoWineTV. We hope to see you again.